We are now so excited to welcome in someone who hasn't been on our podcast since 2015. It's Erick Fedde of the Chicago White Sox. Erick, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks for having me, guys. Glad to be back.
Now, Erick, you pitched yesterday. You guys won. The White Sox are a delight. Don't care. Let's talk Pop-A-Shot. So, earlier, I think it was this past week, Davis Martin on Instagram posted a picture of you in front of a Pop-A-Shot leaderboard and a Pop-A-Shot thing. And that you had broken some sort of record, presumably in the Rangers clubhouse. Can you walk us through what transpired this past week regarding your Pop-A-Shot abilities?
Yeah. Well, like you said, in the Rangers clubhouse, they have a Pop-A-Shot. It's one of my favorite trips of the year because I know that's like I guess my hidden talent. So I think I had 3 records in a row coming into this year. So, showing up was time to defend the title and go for number 4. So, there's still a couple months left, so someone could maybe try to overtake. But showing up to the clubhouse, we knew I was actually starting game 1. So Pop-A-Shot wasn't a thought until game 2 and 3 of the series. But as soon as I finished my start, came to the field the next day, and it was all business. So,
So to be clear, there is a new leaderboard each season.
Correct. Yeah. As far as I know, as soon as the season ends, they'll wipe it clean and start fresh.
Okay, so we've already learned a lot here. First of all, my mistake for assuming that this was, because when I first saw this, I thought this was something that you, as a Pop-A-Shot enthusiast, had purchased for the White Sox clubhouse, and that you were all, you were making sure that everyone had the opportunity. But no, this is something in Texas that you have to wait all season to go defend your crown. You mentioned this is the 3rd year in a row that you have gone and participated in this, right? So for those of you unfamiliar with Erick Fedde, a KBO icon comes back after an incredible season with the NC Dinos. And then in 2024, that was your first experience with the Texas Rangers visiting clubhouse Pop-A-Shot. Is that correct?
Yeah, now I'm thinking maybe 22. I think that's how I get to year 4. And then I had to
so before
vacate
you
my
left.
title. But I think that's right. But
it's like when you look at like the NBA titles in the 90s, and there's the 2 years where the Rockets won because Jordan decided to go play baseball. It's like
that was
the
my
only
tour in
reason
Korea.
It was your tour in Korea was the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, how far back does your Pop-A-Shot enthusiasm go? Is this something that you've kind of come to late in life, or was this a passion of yours at a very early age?
So I think around middle school, somewhere like in that time period, I went to an event with some friends, and it was like one of those ones where you get raffle tickets and they give you prizes, and I'm not with my family, and I get some raffle tickets, and the prize I won was the grand prize, and it was like a very legit Pop-A-Shot, like the most ridiculous thing ever. And so I come home from like a trip with my friends, and like, hey, mom, dad, like I won a huge Pop-A-Shot, and they're like, oh goodness. And we had this like loft area at our house that really didn't have much in it, and I just begged to put the Pop-A-Shot there, and it became, my parents were nice enough to let me do that, and it became like come home from school and just rip Pop-A-Shot. So all my friends, all of us, this is like a long time coming. I got my 10,000 hours in on the Pop-A-Shot to get to where I am today.
Okay, so you have, it works out as a kid where it's like you have it. You've got the home game. I'm grinding every day after school. As you enter professional baseball, you're a 1st-round pick. You go to college, you're a 1st-round pick. At any point along the way, did you purchase, again, especially now as your spending power increases and maybe the size of your home also increases, have you owned a Pop-A-Shot since your youth at home to continue to refine your craft?
Yeah, there's one in the garage. There's definitely got to purchase one at Costco. It's not quite as nice as the one I used to have. I don't know how I ended up with one so nice or who donated that to a raffle, but I have like the Costco version of the Papa-Shot at home.
Okay.
And then my question is, one of the important parts of your career is you got TJ. How long after surgery did you get back on the Papa-Shot?
I don't know. There might have been a lull there for a little while, like you said, before I really owned my own home and, was kind of in the minor league grind. There might have been a couple of years off of the Papa-Shot grind. But so, yeah, gave myself my elbow lots of time to heal before I got
Very
back
important.
to that.
They say the Papa-Shot command's the last thing to come back. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, they do say that. Just not quite the same rotation on the ball,
Okay, so let's talk strategy here. Okay, we just mentioned that the TJ maybe impacted some of the exact range of motion, the exact form, assuming you're going right-handed. I don't know how proficient you are going lefty, because Papa-Shot is form, it is accuracy, it is precision, but it is also speed. And I have seen a lot of different strategies involving, are we going both hands? Are we trying to maximize speed? And then most importantly, are you I'm just drilling the backboard perfect every time, or are you swishing every single one?
Yeah, I'm definitely shooting one-handed. Left hand directly into right hand, like quick feed, like trying to be like a good shortstop or something, turn into double play. But probably like my biggest thing is like, you want to get as many shots off as possible. So I try to reach far up, never let the basketballs like get to the back rail, like keep them as far away from the back rail as possible. But then it swishes. I'm going straight for nothing but net.
Okay. Next question. This is also very important. So Jake pointed out when we saw the leaderboard, had some really interesting names on it. And we noticed, especially with, I believe it was Ryan Thompson, I believe Ellie De La Cruz was on there. A lot of long arms, long limbs. I'm not accusing you of anything here, but like there are definitely people, especially big, strong, tall, long athletes, that are basically reaching out and just kind of
like
I'm not saying they're going.
Ellie can do like the Space Jam arm stretch dunk thing.
Probably.
How close are you getting to the hoop, or are you sitting back there and draining them from kind of proper distance?
I got a little lean in there. I'm probably cutting it down by at least a quarter of the distance. I would say.
Good extension.
But yeah, the Rangers clubhouse guys, they have to be like, you got to bug one of them and be like, hey, like, can you watch me to make sure this is a real attempt?
Oh,
okay. So
they're the ones determining.
Yeah, like if you do it and nobody's there to witness from the staff, it's not supposed to count.
So then my next question is, how many times over those 2 days? Because you throw day one of the series. How many times did you attempt this?
I think my best score ever was last year. I got like a 172, I think. But then I hit 168 on like my fourth try. So it's kind of like, dang, I'm going to have to like go crazy to beat that. So luckily I put up a big score early and kind of relaxed a little, made sure everyone could enjoy their days, not sit there watch me play Papa-Shot for.
Well, I was going to say, I love the idea of like the clubbies like, God damn it, Fedde's coming in. Like,
yeah, they're probably like,
this
stupid guys coming to the clubhouse, like circling the White Sox is like, what a bad trip.
So paint a picture more about where this is in the clubhouse, because we have been in there for All-Star, but I don't remember seeing it in there. And that's certainly one of the newer ballparks also. So I imagine it's pretty big, certainly in Texas. Is it like in a separate room? I know the new Cleveland visiting clubhouse, they kind of have a game room that's like off to the side, but that's different because what it used to be in Cleveland is those games were literally just right there in the clubhouse for everyone to play, like right next to the lockers. Is there a designated area for the Papa-Shot, or are you getting in everybody's way while they're preparing for their game?
No, Texas, beautiful clubhouse. Genuinely probably the best visitors clubhouse in baseball, I would say. But they have a separate like player lounge room, and that's where it's at. And they got like some chairs in there to play. Like I think there's a PlayStation in there, and then there's like one of those like arcade game. You know, it has like 500 games on the arcade machines. They have that in there. So, yeah, shout out to those guys. They do a great job of having a enjoyable visitors clubhouse.
Because at the end of the day, you guys really are just overgrown children. My last question is, what is the clock here? Like, how much time is on the Pop-A-Shot that you're able to put up 160? Like, what are the official rules?
So there's a 30-second with the last 10 seconds being 3-pointers. And then if you hit, I think, like 40 points, there's a bonus of 15 seconds, 5 2-pointers, 10 3-pointers. And then if you hit like 65, you get the third bonus of 10 more seconds of 3-pointers. So 55 seconds total.
Okay, so it's like the old home run derby rules that are like convoluted, where you just keep getting more time. I see.
Yeah,
interesting.
Exactly.
But you're making 40 plus shots, 50 like I'm trying to think of how many times the ball's going through the hoop, because the point total is different than the number of times you're making a shot. But that's quite the pace there, Mr. Fedde. My goodness.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the hidden talent, and got to get hot when the 3-pointers are there. That's for sure.
So I'm now just quickly going to take a look at I'll finish with this. Taking a look at the rest of the Rangers schedule. Schedule. And I'm curious if there's anyone around the league that you are not afraid of, but perhaps wary of coming in to the ballpark, Globe Life Park, and dethroning you. Giants, Orioles, Nats, Angels, A's, Rays, Red Sox, Mets, Blue Jays. Those are the teams.
How much are you talking about? Is this a talking point, especially now that you put it out there? Although this is multiple years running, like you have to have this reputation at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like people that had. I remember, I think it was 2 years ago or maybe last year. Michael King had a really high score, and he made me sweat for it. It took me a lot of tries to beat his score. So luckily, it looks like, unless for some reason
Padres
he's traded,
already came to town. Padres already came to town this year, so maybe he was hurt or not there or was starting or something.
His name wasn't on the board.
Not on the board.
And then I know there's a couple guys with the Braves that are pretty solid. Olsen, I know, is good, but I already texted him. I had a short stint with the Braves last year, so I texted Olsen a picture of the score and said, like, good luck. And he's like, you're lucky we're not going there. So, a little fun banter.
You're good. You're safe. You
never know. There's new players every year. You never know.
So the one guy that I would keep an eye on is James Wood.
I could see it. Long arms too.
James Wood, long arms. Dad played college hoops. Like, Nats headed to Texas in August. We'll keep you updated. James feels like the type of guy that could, make you sweat.
I could definitely see it.
My last Pop-A-Shot question, then we'll finish with one White Sox question. Talk some actual baseball. I understand you got engaged someone recently. Is that correct?
Yeah, over All-Star break.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'd love to see it.
It was a long time coming, but very happy. It was a fun time.
Long time coming, which is a perfect transition. How does she feel about this obsession? Is it something that, like, you had to admit to her at some point, be like, look, just so you know, there are going to be times when I'm just going to be in the garage getting after it. Like, sorry, not sorry. Have you had to have conversations about
me? You're going to love all of me.
Yeah, she's been very supportive.
Okay.
She's actually, I'm pretty positive she's the one who bought the Costco Pop-A-Shot for our house in Arizona.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, so she's a keeper.
Talk about it. Keeper, what I hear is enabler, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm not mad about it. Keeps you in shape. That's true. One White Sox question for you, Erick Fedde. Jake alluded to it earlier, but you guys are having one heck of a season. It seems like, especially someone, this is now your second stint with the White Sox, right? You come back from Korea, you have the season with them then when that was not as much winning at that point. I know you had a good little stint with them in 24, but a little bit of a different vibe. A lot of new faces have arrived in Chicago since then. Now you're back in a comfortable organization, a place that certainly means a lot to you since you came back and had success there. Specifically with Murakami, with the game he had yesterday, the 2 homers, and what he's kind of brought to this, the energy to this team. It's obviously not a one-man show, the seasons that we're seeing from Vargas and Colson and Davis Martin and all these guys. But just broadly, how much fun has it been to be on the Chicago White Sox this season, and how much fun has it been watching Munetaka Murakami?
I mean, it's a complete 180. I mean, I think, this team is getting so much enjoyment and so much fun watching how much we've hit and slugged. I mean, it felt like, I know we went through a little cold stint there, but to start the year, and I mean, the amount of guys on our team that are just slugging, hitting homers, Mune kind of leading that charge. I mean, he's been so important in our lineup. We just played the Astros, and when I was having my media talk to him, I was like, I'm sure it feels like what probably Jordan is doing for them. I know he's having an MVP caliber year, but if you don't want to pitch to Mune, I mean, what it's doing for Vargas and Colson behind him, just guys clogging the bases, and I mean, we have guys hitting 20 plus homers behind him. So if you want to deal with them, good luck. And I think it's just been kind of the mindset of, I mean, like I said, just been fun watching those guys hit homers. And, as a pitcher, we're never out of a game. I've seen us put up some big innings and score a ton of runs. And that's probably the exact opposite of what we were doing in 24.
Yes, it certainly was. Erick Fedde, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday morning. We appreciate the time. I promise it won't be another 11 years before we have you on the podcast again. But good luck we hope that your Papa Shot title can hold for another season, and we hope that you're able to defend it again next year, my friend.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for having me, guys.